Welcome to Tarot Yoga. I'm going to pull a tarot card and then I'm going to do the salute to the sun. While I'm doing that, I'm going to think about the card and then we'll sit down together and talk about it. Okay? Okay, here we go. Using the Dark Days Tarot deck. Illustrated and created by Ren McMurdo. And third time's the charm here. Okay, we'll just cut the deck. 3. Just going to cut the deck one more time. And looks like it cut itself there. And I will pick card of the day for May the 6th, Monday. May 6th, Monday. Let's see. Here we have the 4 of Wands. Just going to hold that up. We have 2 individuals in the back holding their arms up, almost like fins. They're throwing moons from their palms. They seem to be sort of maybe, they're having some sort of ceremony. They're wearing some ceremonial robes and phases of the moon. We see 1, 2, 3, 4 flowers that kind of look like tulips. Woman sitting with one of her hands holding the flowers. Another hand is flat. 2 legs on the side. She's in a relaxed sitting position. And she's looking off to the left, away from the 2 individuals. And at her feet are many little flowers. I'm going to look closer. At her feet, if you look real close, you can see that they are stars. Well, I don't know if it's visible, but those are stars. So traditionally, the 4 of Wands is in the Rider-Waite deck. You always see 4 posts, and they're carrying like a canopy or a garland of flowers, and it's like set up for an outdoor celebration, sort of. You can see a house in the distance and family or friends. Family type of friends in the background. This card's not too dissimilar, but I want to focus maybe on the stable way that she's sitting and how we can maybe draw a meaning from that and its connection to number 4, which represents stability. Like there's 4 legs of a chair, 4 walls, very basic, stable structure. Basic. That seems to be a word. When I said that, that seems to stand out. But this is today. Let's do some yoga. I'm going to do the salute to the sun. I'm not a yoga teacher. Not even that great at yoga. But I've been doing this one yoga sequence since I was 15, so it's pretty easy, and in my opinion, you don't have to do it perfectly. The 4 points there. Well, I guess we'll lift this up. Put the 4 ones right here. Okay. Let's put the camera a little bit more up, but not that far up. Okay. I like to just soften the tendons in my back legs for a second while sometimes I like to swing back and forth. And go up. Down. Okay. Finish with downward dog. I think I usually do it in the beginning too, but I forgot. That's kind of what I like about this sequence is you can just forget. Then jump through. Okay. Let's talk about the Four of Wands. Okay. So, I guess okay, hold on a second. I mean, this card is, I think this card is, noticing, these guys in the background are wearing sort of like a dark gray robe. She's wearing a white robe. Seems to have some woven hair piece that's kind of like wheat. It's pretty hard to see on this camera, but I feel like this is it's not unusual for the fours in the tarot to represent a pause, like the Four of Swords, for example, or even the Four of Cups. You see someone sitting down. Four of Wands, that's this one, Four of Pentacles. Yeah, it's a stationary position. It's stationary. I mean, of course it is, because it's the four, and that's the four legs of a chair. It's sitting still, it's standing. It's not going anywhere. Perhaps this is a good reminder. Your home life is something you've built up that you do love. That today could be a day that you appreciate it. Maybe this card is different from the other Four of Wands. Instead of having this elaborate party celebration type thing, this is you at home. And I'm also reading from this card a little bit of turning away from like established ways to create stability and tradition and ritual in your life, and moving towards just contemplating that, contemplating a change. It's like, maybe it's sort of like how when you get your own family or your own house, when you cultivate this stable home environment that is joyful and colorful and, peaceful, maybe you too want to make sure that you're not doing it in the ways that have been established for you, but you're using your own sense of mind. More than anything, though, I see this person sort of the way that they're contemplating these changes in their life, trying to sit with everything that they have, that they are grateful for. The way they're contemplating is this sort of passive contemplation. You see the cycles of nature represented by the cycles of these moon phases that you can see drawn on the card. It really seems like, can't help but to relate this to my own life since it's a collective card of the day, but it's like, okay, I'm waiting for the right time to step into this. This is not just family or stability. This is my stability. This is my family. And she's holding this flower with a tight fist and then a relaxed fist. Her tight fist is her right hand, okay? Her left brain. And then her calm fist is her left hand, her right brain. I think a lot about gardening when I think about this. Needing to have the practical skills. Not doing it, anyway, it's kind of interesting. It seems to be switched up. if you're in a process of feeling at home, I guess this is what this feels to me. Like, you have a home. In some ways it was given to you, or someone else participated in cultivating it and bringing it to fruition. Now that you have it, you're kind of sitting and perfectly fine in a swirl of contemplation, knowing that you have holding in your hand what you were aspiring towards anyhow. And this card is encouraging you to just sit with your home, your family, your cats, your garden, sit outside and appreciate. Just appreciate every little bit you could possibly think of. Appreciate all the little seeds on the ground. Appreciate the way your naked toes feel in the grass. Appreciate the things that you have, and appreciate the things that are coming, that are based on new plans. I do see a little bit of sadness because there's almost like a Four of Cups energy in the way this card is drawn. Wishing for something more. But if you don't go through the process of appreciating what you have, you're always going to be caught up in that cycle. And maybe this is related, and you could say this person like tends to want more. But now they're not doing that. Now they're actually sitting down, actually making coffee, sitting in the backyard, not running around doing a bunch of stuff, but still being active in a balanced way. They made it to the top of the hill and now they're sitting down to have the picnic kind of thing. But you know, those type of people that when they're about to sit down to have the picnic kind of run around and invent a bunch of new problems that they need to solve before they can sit down. And as they're trying to solve these extra problems, everyone else has already sat down and they're having a good time, maybe. Or maybe they're not because their friend is still running around. But I really feel strongly that this card is like resonating with me as a message of allowing yourself to experience peace in your home. Finding the gifts that your home can bring you. And it might take a bit of time sitting with them to figure that out and really truly appreciate what you've been given and what you have today. Alright, we're just going to do a few more cards. What is the lady looking at? What is the lady looking at? She is looking at and pondering the 10 of Pentacles, I think. Yep. 10, these numbers are written kind of in handwriting. So 10 of Pentacles. So she's thinking about how her home could be even better. She's thinking about how she can make even more money or feel even more stable or feel permanently wealthy. Or she's thinking of how she can make the garden grow so that it's kind of still growing next year and she doesn't have to start all over again. Some sort of established wealth. That's interesting. But that's what she's trying to prepare for. I guess just, resounding message here. If you want the 10 of Pentacles, you have to appreciate. You have to celebrate. If you don't sit down sometimes and just celebrate everything you've accomplished and everything you have, I don't think you'll truly ever accept the successes that are given to you in life, and they will go away. And I want to ask, what do the two gray people in the back represent? And they represent the Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands is very interesting in that her face is like a rosebud of some kind, and covered up. Her power's too great. Doesn't want people to see her scary face. That's how I feel sometimes. I'm really feeling that the two people represent, like, all the work that she's done already. Maybe some sort of innate force that she has in the world. Queen of Wands represents a super fiery lady that's gonna be a bitch to people sometimes, and gonna be really nice and warm at other times, but is somebody that other people admire for her confidence and the way that she gets what she wants. But she's not trying to ever get anything that she wants that's taking away from others, but maybe it's a little bit confusing to be this Queen of Wands energy. And maybe you feel a little bit, if this represents the two people in the back, this is behind you and in the back of your mind, I think that it's kind of like who you know yourself to be. You know that it's the Queen of Wands innate elemental fire energy that created the home that you have, the life that you have. It's hard to remember, in a way, how to get that back. And it's okay to be where you are right now. Just tending to what you've already created. Tending to your garden that you've already grown, or to the yard that you already have. Growing plants from the ones you already own, from the seeds you already have. You know, you can get seeds from oranges and apples and shit and just plant that. I mean, I think orange trees and apple trees are like, they take a long time. But you can get other seeds from other plants that aren't as hard to grow, like sweet peas, snap peas. And you can save those seeds. You can save a bunch of seeds. And I don't know, I guess it's time to get crafty, to use your ingenuity, your intelligence, and your passion to just fucking chill out and have a good time at home, to do all the things that create stability and just stay in that process. Take stability of life force. I guess that's kind of what wands represent. The cycle of ingesting the life force that you created from the last phase that you were in. Sit with it, ingest it before moving on, and allow that calm balance of pace to make your plans really well thought out. Okay, one more card. A subconscious reality of today to watch out for. A warning, perhaps. I don't know. Oh, my computer's gonna die. Wow, okay. Subconscious. Queen of Pentacles. Communing with nature. Truly being part of it and saying, hi, I'm a person. And I love the dirt. And I feel close to the earth today, or I'm gonna let myself. So, walk without shoes outside in your backyard and, sit next to some crows or something. A warning. Yeah. Make sure you do this. It's not a warning. But anyhow, much love. Thanks for coming to Tetra Tarot Yoga Days. Bye.